Good morning, everyone. I'm Sarah Carr. I'm one of the founders of the idea behind the Nevada Nutrition Now campaign, which is a new health communication campaign for Nevadans. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the campaign, why we're doing the campaign, what the campaign is, and then we'll talk about some general tips for healthy eating. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so the target audience for this campaign is Nevadans, specifically adults that are like around 20 to 40, but this works for people who are single, people who are married, people with children, people with busy jobs, people still in college, and working on their education, that sort of thing. Our main messaging is that healthy eating is tastier, cheaper, faster, and easier than people think it is. These are the most common barriers that people list getting in their way of healthy eating. And so we really wanted to address this from an information and skills standpoint to help this. And one of our main reasons for doing this campaign, especially right now, is that only 13.1% of Nevadans eat the recommended servings of fruit per day. And then even less, only 11.5% of Nevadans eat the recommended servings of vegetables. And so this is just some one weakness that we as Nevadans have is healthy eating. And so we wanted to address that in a way that will help Nevadans. Like I said about the purpose and the main messages of the program, that it's be tastier, cheaper, easier, and faster. And so I'll address each of those points. First is tastier. And so fruits and vegetables just offer a variety of flavors that you can't find in fast food and convenience foods. In fast foods and convenience foods, you're normally overpowered by either salt or sugar or like some like fatty textures and flavors in there. But fruits and vegetables offer such a variety in texture, whether it's crispy, whether it's soft or fruity, juicy. And then you can also vary how you cook. You can, steam, broil, roast, saute. You can eat them raw. So there's such a variety of different vegetables. You can eat them in moderation. You vary eating red and oranges and yellow vegetables with your dark leafy greens. That way you're not getting sick of always eating carrots and apples. Carrots and apples are, I feel like, two of the best examples of fruits and vegetables that people do eat, because with modern farming technology, they're available to us year round, even though but you can kind of get sick of them. And so it's moderation, eating different vegetables, balancing, not just eating raw broccoli all the time, are just some things and ways that you can find that there's taste in healthy eating. There's a variety. Healthy eating is delicious, and you can experiment. There's so many different opportunities for that. And then another thing is that healthy eating can be cheaper. So the average cost of one serving of fruit is only 66 cents. And then vegetables, it's even cheaper, it's only 52 cents. And even then, if you look at, canned, fresh, or frozen, canned fruits and vegetables are generally the cheapest. And then fresh, depending on if they're in season, then fresh is the second cheapest. And then frozen vegetables. This is because, all the processing that goes on in frozen vegetables, frozen and fresh vegetables have the most nutritive value when you get them in the store. But then frozen is just more expensive because of all the processing to keep it frozen from the point it's from the farm to your table. And so some reasons that people think that fruits and vegetables are cheaper is they just kind of have that like general misconception. And then because of how they price vegetables based on weight instead of just like, the flat fee for other things. So then it's also, I lumped faster and easier together because of the skills that are involved. Sorry, I'll like move myself so you can see the whole slide. Yeah, so meal planning and preparation can reduce time towards cooking, but time in general in the kitchen correlates with health. This is kind of, sometimes you can spend the same amount getting fast food as when you're just cooking in your own kitchen, just because you're waiting in line, you're driving there, all that sort of thing. So it doesn't take as long to eat healthy as many people suspect it does. And then, so this is a quote by Michael Pollan, and he says, while it is true that many people simply cannot afford to pay more for food, either money or time or both, many more of us can. After all, just in the last decade or two, we've somehow found the time to, in the day to spend several hours on the internet and money in the budget, not only to pay for broadband service, but to cover a second phone bill and a new monthly bill for television, formerly free. For the majority of Americans, spending more for better food is less a matter of ability than priority. So Michael Pollan really, takes down all the excuses people use for not eating healthy and just says it's not actually because of time. It's not actually because of how expensive fruits and vegetables are. It's because it's not a priority. And so just like Michael Pollan does, we want to make sure people know, it's really easy and it should be a priority. So that brings us to the next point, which is the cost of eating unhealthy. Firstly, you have an increased risk of nutrition-related diseases like heart disease, diabetes, cancer. Heart disease increases in cholesterol and saturated fat in your diet can lead to heart disease and strokes and high blood pressure and that sort of thing. And then increases in sugar, and also, with heart disease, like increases in salt, like sodium intake. And then with diabetes, increases in sugar has increased the prevalence of type 2 diabetes. It's like blown through the roof in lots of different countries and like as we see in Nevada. And then cancer, like certain types of cancer, like stomach cancer, have increased, and that can really be resolved by getting antioxidants from fruits and vegetables. So we see that 70% of annual deaths are due to chronic diseases, which are primarily these nutrition-related diseases. And then eating 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day can reduce your risk for these diseases by 30%. So only by eating fruits and vegetables, your risk can be decreased by 30%. So that's a really important statistic. Now that's really good. And here I'll move myself again. And then you can see healthcare costs are also a major point that can decrease when you eat fruits and vegetables. And so 75% of our healthcare costs are devoted to these diseases. And then breaking this down for the individual, the annual cost of being overweight is 42% higher than people with a healthy weight. So you pay 42% more dollars than you would if you have, these nutrition-related diseases, if you're overweight, and if you're obese, if you're not monitoring your weight like you should be. So then I'm just going to go over a couple like intuitive tips that maybe you don't know, maybe you do know, that will help eat healthy. These are just, reminders and information. So one is how to choose produce. You shouldn't necessarily choose, what's on top because it might be bruised, but then also it doesn't have to be perfect. Fruit can have like maybe a misshapen shape and still be really good. And then also how to store and make produce last longer. One tip that I've really liked using was for like greens, like dark leafy greens, is if you put like a paper towel in them in the fridge after you open the bag, then it absorbs moisture and it makes them last longer. This especially works for like spinach. I don't know if you've ever bought spinach and then it goes bad like really fast, but that's something that's really helped me eat more spinach, which is a really good source of a bunch of vitamins. And then you can ripen produce by putting it next to bananas or by putting it in like a brown bag and then it'll ripen faster. Sometimes this happens to me on accident, like all of my fruit, sometimes even like if I put bananas next to bread, my bread tastes like bananas. But that's kind of like, don't put your bread next to your bananas unless you want to make banana flavored bread, or you could, wait for your bananas to ripen and then eat banana bread. But anyway, and then some tips for cooking produce are just like we talked about meal prep earlier, you could chop a bunch of vegetables at the same time, and then that could save time in the future. So maybe, cook twice as much, or you could cook twice as much or you chop twice as many vegetables. And then you can also, freeze vegetables like peppers. Really often that's something that I just throw in the fridge, or onions, because they always make me cry. So I just, cook one onion and then I don't normally use a whole onion at a time. I freeze half and then I can use it later and throw it in a recipe. So anyway, that's the conclusion of the presentation. We just wanted to introduce it to you and kind of show you what it's about. We invite you to go to our website and to learn more, but also just have this mentality that you can eat healthy. Like arise, go forth and conquer and live your best life and eat healthy. And anyway, so I'll go ahead and sign off. You can message us if you have any questions. And again, I'll direct you to our website. Anyway, have a great day, and I will now stop the recording.